What does make it stick mean? Essentially, you're trying to make the instruction you are delivering to students stick and result in improved student learning outcomes. Ask yourself, what do I need to remember about the Make It Stick graphic you're currently looking at? Let's take a look at both sides. On the left side, when you look at the left side of the graphic, you will see a grid of boxes. The bowls inside each box are distinct colors to show the different content that is contained within each of the boxes. Each box is surrounded by a thick border. Each box is labeled with a different literacy skill. While the labels on the boxes may change, it is the thickness of the borders that is important to note, and the isolation of the colors in each of the bowls that is important to remember. Sometimes a school or classroom schedule can look like a grid of boxes. Instructional skills are often scheduled to be taught within specific time bands. Teachers and students start one skill, teach or practice that skill, stop that skill, and repeat the process with the next skill. Many students have difficulty with skills integration. They cannot see the connections between these components. When the schedule is created in a grid-like manner, it means that students and often teachers have difficulty learning to connect the various isolated components. Students who struggle may experience challenges with building instructional connections. The thicker the borders between the components and the schedule, the greater the challenge students have in connecting the components and building an integrated understanding. When instructional skills are scheduled in isolation, that is by time and time bands, they tend to focus on blocks of time in the schedule, and that time may become more important than student learning. They tend to separate content components during instruction. Students may not learn the connections. They tend to limit generalization of learning and learning linkages. Students may not connect learning from one box on the schedule with another. They tend to lose time in transition between topics. Formal changing of topics, collecting materials, demarcating by time can result in less time for instruction overall. And they may limit naturally occurring instructional connections. Student aha moments are reduced since content is not available at the same time frame. Let's look at an alternative. Let's look to the right of the graph. When you look at the right side of the graphic, you will see a large bowl. The large bowl is filled with multiple colors that are mixed up. This denotes the integration of the different content that is contained within the large bowl. There are no borders between the components. All the literacy skills can be taught together. While the variety of literacy skills to be taught may change, it is the integration of the skills in the same large bowl or a longer period of instructional time that is important to note, and the integration of the colors within the one larger bowl that's important to remember. Sometimes it is daunting for leaders and teachers to adjust school or classroom schedules from a granular time-based model to an integrated model. It may take a level of bravery to move to an integrated model that interleaves instructional skills to promote more integrated learning. Many students have difficulty with skills integration. They cannot see the connections between the components. They need just-in-time skills instruction to learn how to integrate. The more connections that teachers can make between the skills at just the right time, the greater the likelihood that students will connect the components and build an integrated understanding. So let's think about integrated schedules of instruction, or just in time. Those integrated schedules of instruction tend to focus instructional content delivery when students need it. The focus is on student learning rather than teacher delivery of a specific instructional component at a predetermined time. They tend to connect various content components during instruction, and that can help students to build those connections. They tend to promote generalization of learning and learning linkages. Students have instructional components at hand for use just in time. They tend to capture time from transitions. One larger block of integrated instructional time limits the time it takes for students to get ready or to tidy up from multiple shorter components. And they tend to promote naturally occurring instructional connections. Teachers have the opportunity to connect the various components that are available within a bigger time period and help students to practice the integration of the various learning components. We hope that you can transition from more granular scheduling components on the left-hand side to more integrated, individualized instruction on the right-hand side, so that the work that you do in delivering literacy skill instructions can stick and result in improved student learning outcomes. Thank you.